Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dice to Roll, the queerest Pathfinder podcast on the planet, where you answer hard questions like, what would a ghost taxi be in a fantasy setting?
Oh.
So, ghost taxis are a pretty common urban legend in Asia, right? Like, the whole idea of, I'm a taxi driver and I picked up someone, but when I look over my shoulder, wooga booga booga, it's a ghost, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just Sleepy Hollow. That's just, the Headless Horseman kind of thing.
It's a ghost on a horse, right? It's specifically, I picked up this person, but when I looked over my shoulder, geez, it was a spooky phantom.
Wait, so the ghost taxi is the ghost the taxi, or the ghost is the person who gets in?
No. It's usually the person who gets in, I think. Sometimes it might be you get into, a taxi and then it turns into, oh gosh, the taxi driver's a spooky, scary ghost.
Yeah, it's usually the passenger.
I guess when you're a chariot driver and you look behind you and it looks like a normal person, but ooga booga, it's a throne. Yeah.
It's a throne.
Oh my god, it's a Hell Knight.
I'd like to just imagine it can happen anywhere. So you're just on your horse going through the woods, and then this person is like, hey, can I hitch a ride? And you're like, sweet. You let them on, and they're hugging your waist because that's the only way two people can ride the same horse. And you look over and, oh geez, it's a phantom.
Oh,
that's a fun image. I like that one.
Oh god, it's the white man.
It's a white.
Would we like to play some Pathfinder?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. So, previously in Fists of the Ruby Phoenix. After discovering the phantom of a ghostly insurgent who had cost the lives of her fellow monks, the Radiant Winds had to scout out the rest of this temple and put all the ghosts to rest. After doing so, they finally found their last opponent, the statue of an old man towering above them. However, this old man was not like other old men, as one, he was quite large, and two, he had a sword. The Radiant Winds fought valiantly and were able to eventually defeat it, claiming the Phoenix Necklace that they need to begin their adventure on Danger Island. Now they have 3 silver feathers and a Phoenix Necklace that empowers them. Once they go to bed, they will wake up and prepare for Chapter 2 of Chapter 2 of Despair on Danger Island. Survive!
Ooh.
I like the fact that it's just Chapter 2, Survive, is just so insanely funny to me.
That's a good chapter name, though. It's to the point. It tells us what we need to do.
Yeah.
True,
I don't have any questions.
Hey, all y'all who played Halo Reach, you know how this goes.
We ready to hop in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I promise I won't hello you. Probably.
Probably.
You better not.
So, it is the crack of dawn, and all of you are awake. I'm going to assume you're all awake anyway. I don't know if any of you are heavy sleepers, but I would assume that a team of martial artists who are probably have a really tight training regime at this point probably wake up at the crack of dawn, right?
No.
Well, that's not your choice, Sanku, because Lolo woke you up.
Well, he doesn't like it.
Chuji's a heavy sleeper, I think.
Is Chuji sleeping in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Masami isn't sleeping in because of the training regimen that they have been put through, but they are laying down because they did go down last session. So.
Yeah, you got pretty badly fucked up. Thankfully, both due to rest and also Sanku being able to cast Life Boost on you a couple of times, you're good. But man, yesterday that hurt.
Yeah, I think they're just a bit sore, which is why they're not getting up yet.
Mm-hmm. So I think what we see is Sanku, you are sitting, and open in front of you is your grimoire. And Lolo is perched on your shoulder. And he's like, Now, Sanku, you saw how yesterday using your focus points came in quite helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you make sure to concentrate even harder, perhaps you'll be able to gain even more focus points. Today I'm putting you on a new training regime, one which, when you've studied hard enough, will allow you to utilize multiple focus points. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Yeah, it's really exciting. What did you say? I was half asleep.
Well, I'll start from the top. Now, focus points. They're a special kind of power attached to your concentration. Blah 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 blah. It's very hard to focus. As you are zoning out there, Sanku, Masami, you witness Masami, as you're sitting against a wall, kind of watching. You're all in like a bedroom, right? You didn't like sleep somewhere stupid, right?
No.
I mean, Sanku is not gonna sleep somewhere stupid.
Okay. I think, Masami, you see Hikari, your attendant, kind of walk up to Chuji, and she just looks kind of down at them with an expression. Masami, do you want to make a quick perception check?
Sure, I can do that. Shall I make it hidden?
Yeah, make a secret perception check, so I can lie if needs be.
Chuji is
Also,
snoring
yeah,
very
well-
loud, by the way.
Lion jam roll. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Masami, there's no doubt. You can see Hikari is a little annoyed that Chuji is asleep. Like, there is no vagueness. There is no way to misinterpret it. You are 100% sure that what's going through Hikari's mind right now is like, what the fuck? Why are they asleep? And she's just kind of hovering over Chuji for a moment, like not really sure what to do.
I think Masami just raises an eyebrow and kind of waves a hand and just goes, just let him sleep. That's fine.
She turns to you and is like, well, I was under the impression that martial artists like yourselves would, be up early and putting on a good fight. This doesn't seem... You're wasting daylight. Every hour on Danger Island counts. Why are they snoring so loudly?
Believe me, I've been traveling with Chuji for a while, and when it counts, they can hit like 5 different rhinoceros from 12 different points. Have you seen them fight?
Oh my. I mean, yes, I've watched, but how can someone be so good at fighting and then be so lazy?
Bitch.
Oh, please, I wouldn't call him that. I don't know. All martial artists are pretty different. We all go through different training regimens, different ways of fighting, different ways of living.
There's almost a solemnness to her face there as she kind of steps on this. Well, it is whatever you'd like to do. That's... So long as you do your best, right?
And believe me, we will. If not, I think Chuji will kick all of our asses.
I like that. So, we're all gonna go around the table, because we have all leveled up to level 12!
Yes.
So, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, Sanku, Witch Prince of the Sea. So, what did you get now that you're level 12? For people who are not used to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, some things always happen when you level up. Your HP will always go up. Your all your proficiency stuff, so your skills, your attacks, your AC, will all go up by 1, which is why we've been rolling stupid high numbers this entire time. But every level, you make a choice about your character. Usually in the form of class feats, archetype feats, all sorts of stuff. So, Sanku, we're starting with you. At level 12, you would have gotten a class feat and an archetype feat, and a new spell, but we'll get to that. What did you get?
I got a Hex Focus.
Okay, and what's Hex Focus do?
Your patron's teachings have allowed you to have a deeper focus, so now I can recover 2 focus points when I refocus instead of just 1, which is a win.
Because usually once you... you'll have 3 focus points, but you can only, recover 1 at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you use all 3 of your focus points, you can't get all 3 back. You'll only ever get 1. But now you can have 2, which is great. Meaning you can blast them out more often. And for your archetype feat, this would be from Spell Trickster. What did you get? What's your little magic hack?
So I took Fireball because I don't know how to tell you that Pathfinder really likes Fireball.
A lot of the feats are about fireball.
Yeah.
I flavored it a bit different because I just don't think that having a solid fire spell as Senku makes physical sense. But I got Scattered Fire, which makes it so that when I cast Fireball, I can modify its area so that it can be 2 different like bursts that are just 10-foot bursts instead of the usual, which is useful if you need like there's 2 groups further away.
Very
So, yeah.
useful. Okay, so that is you, Sanku. I'm sure that'll come in very helpful. Nextly, Masami, leaning against a wall. Level 12, what's up?
Yep. So I got Magic Sense Magus.
Ooh.
So this way I can fucking free up a spell slot.
So what's Magic Sense do?
Basically, I'm always under the effect of Detect Magic. So I always have level 1 Detect Magic on me, and whenever I'm seeking something specific, I'm level 3.
Okay, wow. So that means that basically you will always know if something magic is afoot.
Yes.
And if you look at something, you will be able to identify it much easier. Now, there are certain things that you'll still have some difficulty with, like particularly powerful illusions,
Yes.
but in general, you should be good. What about for your archetype feat? What did you get there?
Evasiveness for Rogue. I am now a master in Reflex.
Wonderful. So, what reflex that means is that you have a much higher reflex now. I actually think it's your highest thing, huh?
Yeah, it's not my
Of all your
highest.
saves? That's
Yes.
gonna be great.
I jacked up my dexterity.
Yeah. Awesome, okay. And lastly, Shichuji, sleeping on the floor.
Having a good ass fucking nap.
Having the best nap, and honestly, you deserved it.
Yes.
What did you get this level?
I got Stance Savant.
Ooh, and what Stance Savant do?
Stance Savant. I get to enter into a stance when a fight starts for fucking free. How sexy is that?
You don't have to spend actually getting into a stance anymore, you just... Well, you will if you want to switch stances.
Yeah. But
But
no
how
longer.
often is that going to happen?
Not that often.
Awesome, okay. And that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is your archetype feat?
I also got Expert Monster Mage spellcasting, so I can cast higher level spells from monsters I steal their shit from.
Awesome, okay. You haven't found any monsters to steal from yet, but hey,
No.
campaign's just started.
So true.
You do have some that you got in the past, but now you can get even stronger ones.
Yes.
It's very sexy. Okay. And I think we're going to hop back in. Coming around the corner, holding a plate of food for you all, is Amatar Diangobu. And he's like, "Morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? You all slept well?"
Fairly
Yeah.
well.
Have you liked this room? Is it to your liking? I already was able to start some of the fix-ups, but now that you're here, when you're out, I'll make sure to have it fit for a palace when you're back.
Thank you.
And you'll be happy to know, he says, kind of putting the food down for all of you, and Lolo starts squiggling forward, that I've already cleaned up the fountain. The water now will be clean. I'm redoing up the meditation room, and I'm starting to clean up the weapons. All going well, all going according to plan. I brought you some random stuff I found around the place, and he puts down a fucking treasure chest in front of you all.
Judy wakes up.
Huh.
Judy wakes up immediately.
There's a big fucking treasure chest, and it's full of stuff. Gold coins, weird objects, gemstones. And Amateur kind of scratches the back of their head and says, "You know, I looked around and I saw stuff that just wasn't really fitting with the aesthetic I'm doing with the cleanup. So, yeah, you can have all this. This is just basically stuff that was around the rest of the temple, and I didn't feel like waiting for you all to go looking for it, so I found it for you. Hope you don't mind."
Sick, not at all.
Thank you.
You're up bright and early, Chuji.
Yes, thank you.
Do you only wake up when there's treasure?
When there's food too, and they absolutely reach over to that plate that Lolo's fucking going ham on.
Yeah, there's like barely any left at this point.
You piece of shit!
Hello.
What's going on?
I think Masami shoots Hikari a look and just shrugs.
Mikari just looks dead at you.
Do you control your glutton of a fucking familiar?
I am not simply a familiar, Chuji. I am a mighty sea dragon and a patron to boot.
You're a
Without me,
crackety old man.
Sanku would have no powers.
I would have plenty powers.
None.
I'd become a wizard and I'd have crazy powers.
So you guys, I assume, are going to share up the stuff in this box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The coins are shared between you all, which is about 65 gold, 446 silver, and 66 copper each. But there's some strange items in here, too. First off, there's a weird, unusual object. Who wants to try to identify this thing?
I'd love to. Well, what do we have to roll?
Any of the magic rolls.
Okay. And it'll roll occultism.
Yeah, Chuji, you don't fucking know what this is. It's a
Cool.
weird rock of some sort. There's like weird writing on it. You don't know. You don't care. You're looking at the gold.
Yeah.
Does someone else want to try it out?
Yeah, I can do that.
Chuji's
Okay,
currently
roll
fighting
it.
Lolo over food scraps.
You don't know either. It's a weird object of some sort. Masami, do you want to try it out?
Alright, let's see.
Oh, not 20. You know immediately what this is.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
the other's like, oh, I don't know what this thing is. Then you pick it up, and you're like, that's an axiomatic rune. So, this complex and symmetrical rune will give a weapon lawful energy, and it will do extra lawful damage against chaotic targets, and do perfectly even damage on a crit. So rather than calculating the damage by rolling, it automatically gets the average damage that weapon could do and doubles it on a crit. However, it can only be wielded safely by a non-chaotic creature, which I think rules out a lot of you.
Masami just shrugs like, this ain't for me.
Yeah, Sanku's the only one who could wield it, and Sanku is not a weapons boy. So whoever wants it can sell it later.
Senku's like, so we should just sell it.
Right.
Probably get a nice price from it, yeah.
Meanwhile, the next thing is a weird ring. Okay, yeah, Sanku, you look at the ring, and you know that is a ring of climbing. The wearer gets a climb speed. Which lets you basically move up vertical surfaces. Very helpful.
Yeah.
Does anyone want it?
I already have spider climb shoes, so I think I'm fine.
I want it.
Okay, take it, and equip it. Now you can climb up walls.
I love having characters that can run up walls.
And lastly, there is a strange-looking stick. Okay, Masami, you know what that strange stick is.
Uh-huh.
That is going to be a wand of remove curse.
Oh,
Basically,
shit!
a wand lets you cast a single spell once per day with it. Now, that means that you won't have to worry about curses as much, which is good because curses fucking
blow.
suck.
Yeah. Masami's like, oh, hey, this is actually useful. Who wants a wand?
A wand of remove curse. I can hold on to it, because
You're the magic boy?
I am
There
the
you
magic boy. Thank you! He reaches out for it.
I will say, Sanku, your bag is starting to feel very heavy. Thankfully, you have a bag of holding. I was about to start talking about the encumbered rules, but nah, you can just put all your stuff in the bag of holding.
Yeah, he moves all of the things that are, like, heavy and just shoves them into his bag of holding.
Yeah. You can actually physically do that, just throw them in. You can just drag and drop them into the bag of holding.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. See? Your bag of holding can hold up to 100 bulk, but you can only hold up to 10.
So, like, does it matter? Like, it won't be, like,
Oh
harder
no, it's
to
not like
get
weird,
things.
it's not difficult to like retrieve them or anything, no.
Okay, so I'm just gonna shove everything in there.
Yeah, go for it.
Epic!
I don't think it's 100 bulk, I think it's something like 30. But
It's a,
still,
no, it's 100. I can see it.
Holy
I can see
shit,
it right
so
there.
it is. God damn, that's a magic bag. Anyway, Avatar is smiling, says, well, I hope you all enjoy what I found you. Do you want me, do you want anything else? Is there anything I can do?
Uh,
Should I, do you want me to do something about, the you want me to open up a few windows? Do you want me to dust up some of the spider webs? Something about the people outside?
The who?
maybe
What?
you'd
There's
like me to
people
du-
outside?
Yeah, spider webs. You want me to clean the spider webs? Is that-
You can clean the spider webs. Why don't we go find out who's outside?
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it, you can hear a commotion. Not a commotion, but the sounds of people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to go check it out?
Yeah. Senku puts all the things that they need into their bag and is like, let's go. Let's go.
I mean, hey, if someone's come to challenge us already, it's a good wake-up call.
Early morning fight.
Early morning win. Chuji walks off.
Okay. Are you guys going to open the door and see who's outside?
Chuji kicks down the door.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
and Chuji, standing outside, are a motley bunch, to say the least. They're
Star
not like
Trek?
they're not like outside the door, but like they're like in the courtyard poking their nose around. And it seems to be a fighting team for sure, but what a weird fighting team.
Oh my god.
Standing at the front is a person. However, this person has bronze skin. And I'm not talking like human bronze skin, I'm talking like their skin seems to be quite literally made of bronze metal. They are close shaven, they don't like have hair, but they've got like weird circuit tattoos all over their body. Kind of like strange mechanical eyes. And really weird out there clothes. Like they've got like a cape that's got like a big popped frill, but it's also got like lots of like frills and stuff, and like it's made of this weird material. High boots. One might recognize it as looking like something out of a sci-fi anime.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to quickly make an occultism roll to see if you know what the fuck that is?
Sure. How's that for you?
Yeah, okay, Shuji, you know that is not from our world. None of these guys are, you're pretty sure. That is an android from the distant stars.
Oh my god.
And this person turns and smiles and speaks, and as they speak, their voice is literally auto-tuned. And they wave and says, "Hey everyone! Nice place! I was wondering if it was abandoned or like if there'd be people here. Looks like I got my question answered. That's splendiferous!"
Are you from space?
Hi. Oh my god.
Dude!
What the fuck?
Beside them, another person steps forward, and this is like a really strange-looking person. They're like 7 feet tall, have a long, like almost conical head. Star Wars fans, think Kia Raimundi, the guy who's got the really long head, that kind of style. You can't see the lower half of their face though; it is covered by a scarf. Their skin is perfectly white, and they've got 4 arms. And they're also dressed kind of like a space cowboy.
Space cowboy.
Now, careful there, Trion. We don't want to be scaring the good folks away now, do we?
No. We're not scared, don't worry. Just curious. I mean, you said you came here to look at stuff, but are you really looking for a fight?
Another person from the back jumps forward and almost like up to you, Chuji, and like grabs all your hands.
Whoa!
And their skin is weirdly sticky and cold, but they look like a human. You think?
Huh?
Their hair is like bright blue, and they're very pretty. They're wearing more of that weird synthetic clothing. One might recognize it again as kind of like astronaut style.
Yeah.
And they smile and they're like, "Yeah, we are! How did you guess?"
We are in a tournament.
Oh my gosh, are you like psychic?
Yeah.
Oh,
Totally.
no.
Dude, guys, these are like, I told you, there's psychics on this planet. And Trion, you think that's their name? That's what the space cowboy referred to them as? Trion puts up a hand and is like, "Yeah, I think the term for them on this planet is scions. And, Space Cowboy is shaking his head like, no, I'm pretty sure it's seconds.
I mean, it's both.
All the while, in the background, standing behind them, I haven't mentioned them yet.
What's that?
There's a giant fuck-off robot. And I'm not talking like a cool, hyper-advanced robot. I'm talking like, what if a man was a printer?
Me. I'm kidding right now.
This is an extremely old look. It looks like a mix between a gonk droid and a person. They're old, they have like one big red eye, and they're just kind of standing there. And they look, and eventually they let out like...
Are they okay?
Trion's like,
Oh, don't even worry about Ozzy. Dude's just a big old pacifist. You know how it is.
I see.
they slap their hands together and goes, let's make some introductions, right? My name is Trion, and I am captain of Touch the Stars!
Oh, cool. I like that name.
Kind of sick as fuck. I do respect that.
Thank you! Made it myself! Ain't it supercilious? Anyway, this is Gelly, and Gelly waves, and Trion kind of puts a hand around their shoulder and says, Gelly, here's an ooze morph! And that human face for just a brief second, it's just goop. It's slime. It's blue goop. And then it reforms, and
Wow.
Gelly smiles and says, yeah, it's a hard G, not a soft G. A lot of people get that mixed up.
Someone actually submitted a slime girl.
Yes, they did.
They really did.
And Trion then points over their shoulder and is like, and that's Samsu of No Clan. He's our sharpshooter. And Samsu, the cowboy, kind of tilts his hat and says, howdy, y'all. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
And yeah, Ozzy, this is our SRO, the tank of the team, literally. And Ozzy raises his head and says, are we really doing this? You know that there's better ways to solve problems than fighting. I'd really rather not get involved in all of this.
Well, it is a fighting tournament.
Yeah.
How are you gonna be a tank that doesn't fight?
Well, can't tanks be like big defensive
I
guys?
guess.
Like I'm pretty sure that there's like paladins that can like be like a wall.
I believe in peaceful resolutions, and I don't believe in violence.
Oh, you're not gonna get along.
That's fair.
Trion turns and says, don't worry about him. Listen, we're ready to start our time on Danger Island, and honestly on this whole planet. We've already won a couple of fighting tournaments across the galaxy, and we're ready to add another to our cap. So what do you say? And they kind of throw out their hand. Want to be the first team to lose to the winners of this tournament?
Alright.
Oh.
No, but we'll be our first loss.
Trion leans forward and says, oh yeah? Then let's make this interesting. And they pull out the ruby, like the phoenix necklace, and pluck off 2 feathers. You win, you get 2 feathers. We win, we get 2 of your feathers. Sound easy?
High
Yes.
stakes. I like this guy.
Trion claps their hands together and is like, alright, enforcers! And one of the enforcers that was assigned to this team comes forward, and Hikari comes forward. And they both take the feathers from your hands. And Gelly turns to you and says, so, like, where are we gonna fight? You got somewhere we can, like, do this?
There's that big open space where we fought that.
Yeah, we've got an arena.
Yeah.
Samsu kind of steps forward as an arena. That sounds like something we could use. Lead the way, won't you?
Towards the back.
Okay. They start moving, and with a sigh and a dum dum dum, so does Ozzy in the back. And they kind of step past you, Masami, as they're going, says, for the record, I'm not going to hurt any of you.
Fair is fair.
And you all move, and you start getting into position for your first tournament, or your first fight in the Ruby Phoenix tournament. So, everyone gets into position, with Touch the Stars on one side and Radiant Winds on the other side. Hikari and the other enforcer stand to the north and get into position. And you all have just a moment before the fight begins. Trion steps forward and says, now, let's show you what a former idol and current champion can do when you've got the power of the stars on your side. Gelly kind of claps their hands together and splatters a little bit as they do, and they're like, "Yep, I'm gonna show you a real slime of a time." Samsu of No Clan bows his head a little bit and says, "Now, I hope we'll all fight with honor, won't we?" And lastly, Ozzy says, the enforcers of Touch the Stars says, "Touch the Stars, are you ready?" And they all say, "Yeah," except for Ozzy, who just kind of stands there. And Hikari says, "Radiant Winds, are you ready?"
As I'll ever be.
Alright, then fight! And everyone, let's roll initiative! Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus.
So, initiative starts, and I regret to inform you that every single one of Touch the Stars has gone before you, with Captain Trion, the android operative, getting a nat 20. And the first thing that Trion is going to do is they're going to grin, and they're going to pull out a kind of like weird staff thing, which seems to be like all tech covered, and they're going to run towards you and say, "All right, let me show you what I've got." And Trion is going to run directly towards you, Masami. They took an action pulling out their... Well, actually, no. You all had your weapons out. Let's not be stupid.
Yeah.
They've taken action running up towards you, Masami, and they're going to make a flurry of blows against you as they bop, 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 bop with their staff. First strike is going to be a 40 to hit. Okay. And then the second one is going to be a 26 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, so the first one is going to land, so that's going to be a total of 26 damage as the staff baps you in the head. They are then going to use a third attack just in case. This will be at a -10, so maybe they're being a little bit over the top.
Doesn't hit.
That's a 29 to hit. Okay, last thing that they're going to do is they're going to grin and they're going to say, "Hey, catch me if you can." And with that, they vanish and teleport away.
Does this count
literally-
for attack of opportunity?
It does not. It doesn't have concentrate. It doesn't have manipulate. It doesn't have move. They simply teleport away, and they are going to be basically back where they started. That did cost them a focus point, but they're back. They kind of like star check away, and then they're back. And I think they kind of give you like a cheeky peace sign.
Oh, Masami goes, I see. Play your card first. Perfect.
Next in line is Ozzy. Ozzy sits down. Next in line is
Me too, dude. I like Ozzy.
Samsu's like, "All right, everyone, this is where the fun begins." And the motherfucker pulls out 2 fucking laser crossbows. And in one hand, they're gonna shoot at Chuji.
Oh, shit.
And that is gonna be a 29 to hit Chuji. Also, Chuji, because you rolled initiative, you do enter a stance immediately.
Pog. That does not hit Shuji.
Okay. Second attack. This one is going to be also against you, Chuji. That's a 24 to hit.
Not a hit.
Okay. Both of those are going to need a reload. So Samsu is going to back up, and while he's running, he's going to use running reloads, meaning he reloads one of his weapons for free. The other one, he's going to take one last action reloading where he is. Oh wait, no. Does he have the action trap? Shoot once, shoot twice? No, he doesn't. So he has one crossbow loaded, the other not loaded. And as he's backing up, he says, "Let's get this show on the road, partners." Next in the order is Gelly. And Gelly smiles and says, "You guys ever hear about technomancy? No?
No.
You want to
No.
see?" And they're going to spend an action stepping back, and they're going to start casting. And they conjure up this weird, like, circuit board in the air, and stuff kind of shifts and rearranges, and then lightning blasts out into all of you. That's a chain lightning, baby. Everyone is going to need to make me a reflex save. So first off, it's going to be Chuji has to make a reflex save.
Oh!
Ooh, that's not good, Chuji. That is going to be you rolled a nat 1, dude.
Yeah, there's no saving that.
So you're going to take double damage from this. The lightning is going to pass into you and true you into Masami. Masami, what did you guess?
38.
Okay. And lastly, Sanku, make me a reflex save.
I rolled 25,
Okay.
which is a failure.
That's a failure, not a crit fail. All right. As this chain lightning blasts out, that is going to be 8d12. So that's going to be, for Masami, you're going to take half damage, which is 27. For Sanku, that's full damage. That's 55. And dear sweet sheet Chuji, that is going to be 110 damage. As Jelly stops casting, they take a bow and says, "What do you think of that? Space magic." And that is going to be all their turn. Sanku, it is your turn. Good God, stuff's going on. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Coral Eruption, I think.
Ooh, okay. And what does Coral Eruption do?
Basically, like a coral reef raises from, like, the ground, just automatically.
Okay.
And, it will damage anybody who's in the area.
Okay. So, basically, you create two explosions of coral that are 10-foot bursts, kind of wherever you put them. And people in the area will take damage, and then if they step in that place afterwards, they will take damage again. Basically, you say, this is going to be the hurting place. So, will you place two 10-foot bursts? Where are you going to put them?
Gelly and Sumsu, both of them. Basically where both of them are.
Okay, so both of them ran to the opposite corners, and now you're making basically a huge fucking mountain of coral explode from beneath them. They both have to make reflex save. Woo! And that is going to be, for Sumsu, that is going to be a success just about. For Gelly, however, who is not really that nimble, that's going to be a failure. So, Sumsu is going to take 8 damage, and Gelly is going to take 19 damage. However, they're both also going to start bleeding, which sucks for them both. And anyone who moves through this coral area is going to take damage from it. And they're going to have to move through it because, they're in it. It hurts. How many actions are that? That's 3 actions, right?
Yeah, I believe that one takes 3 actions.
Yeah, okay. Sanka, as you do this, both Gelly and Sumsu kind of yell in pain, and Gelly's kind of like splooging out a little bit. Says, "Oh, what is this? Ow! I hurt!" And Lolo's on your shoulder. "Well done, Senku. You're truly showing them why this plan is the best." Chuji, it's your turn.
Hey.
So, you've got 3 actions, but you entered a stance automatically. What stance was that?
I entered Stoked Flame stance because, I didn't see this team as much of a threat.
Well, that's... Yeah, you did crit fail on your thing, huh?
I sure did. So I'm actually going to use my hero point card.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got Healing Prayer. And wouldn't you fucking know it, we just hit 12th level, and if you are 12th level or higher, you regain 38 plus 24 hit points.
Holy shit, okay. So, Chuji, I believe it's a free action to do this as well, question mark?
I don't know. Yes?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hero points are generally just a free thing, so can you tell me, read out what it says?
Select yourself or an ally within reach. The target regains however many hit points, depending on your level, and I am 12, so 38 plus 24. This is healing.
Okay. So how much healing is that total?
That is going to be 38 HP back to me.
Okay, so Chuji, describe this moment of pure heroism. What's going on?
I think Chuji is just so fucking angry, and they feel that spite build up within them, and so they kind of just reach up a hand and call out to Sun Wukong. And I think they're going to use their hopping stride thing to get up to Threon.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes 1 action.
Okay.
So they're going to 2-action 1-inch punch.
Okay, go for it.
38.
38 is a hell of a hit. Roll damage.
It's going to be 25 damage.
Okay. You punch into them hard, and Trion lets it out, that kind of wavers in auto-tune, and they kind of look up at you with wide eyes, and they grin. They're like, "Not half bad, Galarianling."
No? Hey, you might be flashy, but you're definitely not as fucking fast as we are.
Masami, it is your turn. So, Gelly and Sumsu are both in Coral Hell. Trion is 1v1ing Chuji, and Ozzy is taking a little sit down. What do you do?
Are you sure that's going to be a 1v1, though? Masami has a point to make.
Okay, go for it.
Time jump.
Okay, what's time jump do?
So, it's a 1-action spell, which basically lets me get 2 actions to burrow, climb, fly, and swim. Or, 2 actions, which should be for leap, stand, step, or stride. In this case, I'm striding.
Okay, sweet.
And they are going to stride behind Threon.
Yeah, you're flanking Trion with Chuji, right? Nice. So that's 1 action, right?
That is a 1-action spell. And once they time jump behind Threon, they said, "Catch who now?"
That's very good, okay. I like that. You have 2 actions left. You can enter Arcane Stance, or Arcane Cascade. You can kick their ass, whatever you want. It's up to you.
They're gonna cast haste on themselves.
Ooh, okay. Now remind us what haste does.
Magic empowers the target to act faster. It gains quickened condition and can use the extra action each round for only strike and stride actions. And that is all I need.
Okay. I don't think Quicken takes place on this first turn.
Not on this one. That's fine. This is a setup.
Okay. So let's drag and drop the haste condition on you. Here you go. Now we know you are fast as hell. And is that your turn?
That's their turn, yep.
Yeah, Treon looks behind her, then like, ooh. And it is now Treon's turn. Treon kind of smiles and says, "Unfortunately, looks like you've all fallen right into my trap. Hiya!" And they are going to swing that staff around at both of your ankles, Chuji and Masami. So that is going to be a athletics roll against your reflex DC, Chuji. 39, what is your reflex DC?
33.
Ooh, okay, so Chuji, you are knocked prone. And against you, Masami, that is going to be a 43 against your reflex DC.
Ooh, that is a crit.
A crit? Wow, okay. So you are knocked down and you take 1
46. Hang on.
Yeah.
Never mind. That is almost a crit.
Woo! Good thing you got evasiveness, huh? Okay, so Masami, you and Chuji are both knocked prone, which sucks for you.
Yeah, sure it does.
Mostly because of how smug Treon is being about it.
No.
They kind of
They do not understand. They do not understand.
I don't understand. What's happening?
I have give up.
No! We'll get to that on your turn. But it's very funny. Treon beams and then says, "Hey, what's up?" And then they're gonna punch down. They are going to swing their staff down on you, Masami. And that is gonna be a 30 to hit.
Not even when they're prone.
Woo, okay, you roll out of the way and they grit their teeth like, ooh, fast! That is Treon's turn. It's Ozzy's turn. It's Subsu's turn.
I love
great.
Ozzy. Ozzy's
So,
pretty fucking good.
Samsu is sitting, is in the middle of this coral eruption, and he kind of lets out a, and he's gonna have to move out of it. So that's gonna be 10 feet of movement through this coral, which hurts.
Ow.
So, Dave, how much damage does coral eruption do when you move through the space?
3 piercing damage for every square of area that it moves into.
I think it's... Yeah, okay, it's 3. Cool. Yeah. Cool, so he's going to take 6 damage, which isn't much, but this is going to start building up on him. Because he is also bleeding. Samsu snarls, and then says, "Alright, let's try this again." They spend 1 action reloading, and then they're going to shoot one of their laser crossbows at you, Sanku. And that is going to be a 36.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You are going to take 25 laser damage. Pachoo, pachoo. And now we'll see if Samsu's going to recover from his bleeding. The answer is no, and he takes 5 damage. Next in the order is going to be Jelly. Gelly is also going to take this damage. That's 6 damage to dear sweet Gelly. As you can see, there's ooze kind of being left behind in the spikes. They're like, ow, ow, ooh, ouch. That wasn't nice at all. They're going to point at you, Masami, and they're going to cast Disintegrate. And they shoot a laser beam at you. Pachoo! And let's see if this hits. So that is going to be an attack roll first. And that is a 38 to hit against you, Masami?
Yes. That's
Okay, make me a fortitude save.
24.
Ooh, that's not going to do it. You're going to take full damage. That is going to be 62 damage, Masami. How are you holding up?
No.
Sanku, it is your turn. Oh, also, Gelly takes 1 bleed damage and has failed their bleed check and is still bleeding. Sanku, it is your turn. You can see everyone is starting to get pretty badly hurt. Lolo's on your shoulder and says, "Now, Sanku, remember what I taught you. Remember to focus."
Okay. I'm gonna use Life Boost on Masami because I see her near death.
Yeah, Masami is looking really beat up. They're on the floor, they're hurt, and obviously they're gonna keep fighting, but they don't have a lot of HP left.
Then target gains fast healing equal to double the spell level.
Which is basically your level. So, Masami, you will restore 12 HP every turn for 4 turns.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you.
Senku is going to tap the little perfect sphere that rests kind of in the middle at the top, where, at the collar. It's a perfect sphere that looks like water, and he's going to tap it, and it will form an orb of water that gets bigger in front of him because I'm casting Aqueous Orb.
Okay. And this is coming from your perfect droplet, right? It's a little trick you got on your shirt?
Yes.
Okay. So, a sphere of water 10 feet in diameter forms in an unoccupied space in range. Okay? So, it appears, and it's basically going to be... Where are you putting it? Who are you putting it in front of?
Samsu.
Okay. So, there's a big fucking warbow of water between you and him. And he can no longer hit you because there's a giant ball of water. And as this appears in front of him, Samsu's like, now what the doggone hell's that? What you know, but Samsu doesn't, is that in following turns, you can use the Aqueous Orb to push people around, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder where you'll push them, I say, gritting my teeth. Shuji! That's your turn, Sanku, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shuji, it is your turn. Ow! Fuck! You are prone? What do?
You cannot attack people while you're prone, right?
Yes, you can.
Can I kick his legs and make him go prone too?
Yeah, do you want to make an legs check to try to knock them prone?
Yeah, I would love to knock them prone.
Okay, make me a legs check.
40.
A 40 against Treon is actually no shit a fucking crit. So not only is Treon knocked prone as you kicked him in the leg, they're actually going to take 1d6 damage as they fall and go, ah! So that's one of your actions. Treon falls to the floor and takes 1d6 damage. That is going to be a solid 1 damage. But they're prone. And you have 2 actions up. What do?
I get up and I flurry of blows him.
Okay, go for it.
Punch down this.
Kick, 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 kick.
Oh, right. The flurry of blows. It works a different way, right?
Yeah, I was wrong. So it's basically in one action you attack twice. Multiple attack penalty still happens.
Okay.
Sorry
so
about
that's
that.
the first one. It's okay. I just hate you.
A 29 will hit.
20.
Okay, a 20 is a miss. So the 29 is a hit though, so roll me that damage.
That's 37.
37, yes sirree. Holy shit, 37?
Yeah, 37 damage.
That's a lot of fucking damage, dude. Yeah, okay.
Really?
37 damage, you kick the shit out of Treon, and they're like, ow, fuck, ouch!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Masami, it's your turn. You'll have to take an action to stand up like everyone else.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
I have Kip Up.
And what does Kip Up do? It's a cool feat that you have. What's
It's
it
a
do?
sick, fucking nice feat that I just stand up as a free action, and it doesn't trigger any reactions.
Yeah, and you also have 4 actions because you're
Uh-huh.
hasted, and you just healed 12 HP because you've got life boost on you. What's up?
So, just as a precaution, mirror image.
Okay.
Fucking shadow clone jutsu.
Okay, Masami, you've tried some hand signs, and then 3 illusory shadows of you kind of swirl around you, and no one can tell which is the real Masami.
Then I arcane cascade.
Okay. You have 1 action left after this.
Kick while he's down. They're gonna strike at Threon.
Okay, go for it.
Crit.
Hey, yo!
What's a 40?
That's a crit, and also they're flat-footed because they're
Yep.
prone. Holy shit, okay, and remember you have Arcane Cascade, so you've got damage on this. Which weapon do you have in your hand?
This is their sword. This is their Chipito.
Okay, so you're gonna have your Arcane Cascade stuff ready to go. Alright.
Whew, okay.
How much
So
is
that
that?
is 38 damage, and that is also not counting Arcane Cascade. That gives me 5, right?
Yeah, 5 more. In this
In
case,
this
10.
case 10, so that's actually 48 damage.
Holy shit! You can see that Treon is on the floor. You are kicking the hell out of this fucking cyber android idol, whatever. They're just like flailing around like, ow! Stop it! As Ozzy watches, and Ozzy says, I told you I don't believe in violence. Why didn't you follow my advice?
I think Masami also gives Threon a wink.
They pout at you. It is their turn, and they're gonna stand up, which is a move action. Boy, oh boy, I hope no one here has reactions that's gonna cause them some pain when they...
Stand still.
Our attack of opportunity.
Both of you get their ass.
Fucking kill. 39.
That's a hit.
31.
That's a hit. Both of you roll damage.
29 damage.
22 damage.
Jesus Christ! As they're standing up, both of you just like bang bang, like back and forth between you. Poor Treon's like stumbling. Like, It's playing
Hey,
dirty.
you came to our turn.
They pout, and they're gonna spin their bow staff, and that's gonna be an attack roll against you, Masami. That's a 35 to hit.
That hits. It hits? Now you see really 31? Yeah, that hits.
Okay, yeah. Cool. That is gonna be 20 damage.
Okay.
Then they're going to spend an action using knockdown, and for free, they knock you prone again.
Sami falls down and goes, yeah, really? Have you not learned? Wow, you would hate my teacher.
And they're going to then swing and attack you, Chuji. And that is a 38 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is going to be 14 damage, Chuji.
Alright. I'll take that.
Okay, and that is their turn. It's Ozzy's turn. Ozzy shakes their head and says, when will mortals learn that violence only begets more violence? It is Samsu's turn. Samsu considers shooting at Yumasami because you do look pretty weak, but also you're prone, so they don't know they'll hit because when you're prone,
It's harder to hit.
people with
Yep,
guns.
I played a character with guns.
So Samsu is instead also not going to try run around the Aqueous Orb. They're going to shoot at you, Chuji, because you're still inside.
Alright.
And he says, hey, Dampier, check this out. And they're going to shoot at you, and that's going to be a 41
Oh my
to
god,
hit.
that rollback. That rollback was unlucky.
Thank God that wasn't one higher. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, so that is going to be 20 damage. As
I'll
they
take
shoot
it.
at you with a laser gun. Then they spend 2 actions reloading because they've got laser guns. It is Jelly's turn. Oh, and also he's still bleeding, so he takes, 4 fire damage. It's Jelly's turn, and Jelly is going to cast... They're going to hold up their hands and says, everyone, focus on target! And weird, cyber visors appear over all of their allies' heads, and they cast True Target! And everyone gets the effects of True Strike on their next turn, meaning that they're going to have an advantage on their first attack roll on their turn. So that's going to be fucking awful for you all.
Fantastic.
Sanku, it is your turn. Oh, also they're still bleeding.
I'm gonna cast Tidal Rings on Gilly.
Okay. Describe this for me. How does it look? This is your witch cantrip, so it's directly from Lolo.
It's true. Little bubble rings pop out and they grab Gelly, making it so that she can't run away.
So this is basically you are grabbing them from a range, right?
Yes,
Okay, make me a spell attack roll against them.
33.
That'll do it. Gelly is grabbed as if you grappled them, and Gelly's like, "Oh, whoa! What the heck? What are you doing?"
Fighting. And then I'm gonna cast Hydraulic Push.
Okay, and because they are grabbed, they are flat-footed, so their AC will be lower.
39.
Yeah, that's a fucking crit, dude. Oh my god, wait, you're gonna knock them back because of that. Right
Yeah, that's
into
why-
the coral eruption!
That's why I chose to do that spell.
Oh my god! That's fucking monstrous!
I know.
Roll damage! Critical! Jesus!
That's 44 damage, so it'll be 88 damage. Plus, they got pushed back 10 feet.
Through 2 rows of coral?
Yeah.
Oh my god, evil!
Yeah.
Meaning you did a total of 98 damage!
Yeah.
And they're still grabbed, and they're in the coral, so they...
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! Evil!
A little bit.
Hey, they came here.
Gelly is knocked backwards into the water, and they're like, ow! Ow! And Sanku, that is your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, Shuji, this battle looks like it's turning to tides. You thought you were about to lose at one point because of how badly everyone was being hurt, but now it looks like that, yeah, you might do this. What do you do?
You really need to get rid of that gun guy. At the same time, near death.
Yeah, Triana is looking really bad right now.
Girl looks like shit. 2G, it's so tempting. Neither 2G nor I have impulse control, so 2G is going to 3-action 1-inch punch.
Ground, you're gonna fucking smack him. Go for it.
Fucking take his life.
Oh,
That's a 42.
That's a fucking crit, my asshole. Oh my fucking god. Roll your critical tree action 1-inch punch.
Chuji cocks their head and they're like, wrong target, asshole. That's 74 damage.
How the fuck do you do this?
This isn't like a cool image, it's more of a funny, it's not even like really how Chuji does it, but it's how like, it ends up. Chuji, rears back their fist, and it kind of sparks a little bit, and they just deck Threon in the face, and they send him flying, past their tank.
Yeah, over fucking Ozzy's shoulder. Ozzy like shifts slightly out of the way, and Treon smashes into the wall. Embers kind of like floating off them as they're set on fire, and they are KO!
Woo!
Meaning that they are unconscious, and you did it! You can see that there's this weird bubble around them as they go down, which means that the Phoenix Necklace has saved them from lethal damage. Not that you were trying it, but like fire is generally lethal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thankfully, there's safety measures in this place.
Thank God.
But either way, Treon is KO, meaning you've got only 2 people left to look out at for. And as your turn, Shuji, I think as you do that, Ozzy looks at you and says, "Now why did you do that?"
Hey, it's just business, man. I need those feathers.
Mortals will do anything to hurt each other.
You got that right.
Masami, it's your turn. Marvin the Paranoid Android is having an existential crisis. There's a gunslinger up top, and Gelly is being torn to shred by Cora. Oh, also you restore
thank
self
goodness.
hate.
So I think Masami also kind of had to duck out of the way.
Yeah, probably.
So they look at Chuchi, they go, "Nice. We can go handle the gun guy."
Got it.
So dimensional assault behind him.
Ooh. Okay, go for it.
So they're gonna go all the way back here. They're gonna give Hikari a wink.
Hikari blushes.
38, that's a hit.
Okay, Asami, you jump through space, appear behind Sumsu, wink at Hikari, and then bash Sumsu over the back of the head with a sword. Sumsu lets it up, yeah! And you have to roll damage.
That I do. 17.
Okay, 17 damage. You bash Sumsu over the back of the head. Sumsu is hurt. You have your spell strike recharged if you didn't already. And yeah, what's up? What now? You have still 3 actions.
Oh yeah, I do. Spell strike.
Let's go.
Alright, so then this is going to be 34, that is a hit.
Just a hit. Roll damage. And what's the spell you're casting on them?
I think they're probably going to
Remember,
cast...
just real fast, as a piece of unwarranted advice, you do have a whole day to get through, and you only have 4 spell slots. So consider your cantrips.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm doing my cantrips. Gale Blast.
Alright. So that's going to be a Gale Blast cantrip. So roll me your attack damage, and then roll me your Gale Blast damage.
Okay, so attack damage from their sword is 21. And then Gale Blast damage... 10 from Gale Blast, and they are knocked 5... Are they knocked away?
I will let...
No, they're not.
I will let you choose the direction you're sending them.
Okay, well then they're going to send them to, they're gonna send them into the fucking coral.
Okay, so Masami, you appear behind him and bonk him, and he is sent flying through a gust of wind sidewards into the coral.
The way that
he takes another...
The way that I see this happening is that Masami just kind of, as, like, before they attack, they backhand their Chokuto and literally sweep behind, so that way they get knocked into the coral.
Yeah, that's great. Samsu falls into the coral and, doggone it! And that's going to be a total of, through everything, 34 damage.
Yep.
And you still have 2 actions left. Wait, no, 1 action.
1 action, yeah. It has to be either a step or strike, so I guess they're gonna have to strike. This is gonna be on -10, though.
Oh gosh, let's see if this works. Praying for a miracle.
The rollback. Nope.
Unfortunately, that is going to be a critical failure. Yep. Asami, you swing your sword forward, but this time, you have second thoughts, Masami. You pause and you hold your sword like, I really don't want to smash him hard into the coral. That's going to be gross. Blech. You are sickened tree.
Jesus. Okay.
You feel bad about that. You do not like the idea of smashing him hard into the coral. So that's gonna suck for you. But hey, maybe the fight's getting close to an end because you're kicking these guys' asses. Treon would go next, but that is Dem KO. Ozzy would go next, but he doesn't want to. It's Samsu's turn. Samsu is going to step out, rapid reload. He's going to take 3 more damage as he does. because coral is hell. And he's going to shoot once at you, Masami, and once at you, Chuji.
1d4.
So Chuji, you first.
Mirror image.
1d4? You're right! Okay, so first at Chuji. Chuji does a 37 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay, that is going to be 17 damage as a laser blasts you from his laser crossbow. And then against you, Masami, he's actually going to roll that 1d4 first. Because basically to see if it hits you or a shadow clone. That's a 1. Is a 1 you?
Yes, the one is me, actually.
Whoa, okay. Well, let's see if he actually hits you.
Not
A
even.
23. Okay, he aims for the right one, but there's so many of you jumping around there, like this trail of Masamis, that yeah, he misses, and he's like, oh, doggone it! And, that's gonna be his turn. And he's still bleeding, and he takes 1 damage. Okay, it is Gelly's turn. Gelly is actually grabbed, so she's going to be stupid, and she's going to try cast Lightning Bolt even though she's grabbed, which means she does have to make a flat d20 check. Because while grabbed, if you try to make a manipulate action, there's a chance it'll fail. That is going to be a d20 check. Now let's see if she can pass and somehow get cast through the grapple. She cannot! Not 1! She loses 2 actions. She's struggling against the grapple and she's like, let me go, jerk!
No.
She actually, I think she straight up has to make a melee attack to escape because she does not have athletics to escape. And her melee.
My god.
Okay, that's a 37. She bursts out and she's like, haha, gotcha! Ow, ooh, ow, because she lands in the fucking coral, so she's gonna take 3 damage.
Poor girl.
Yeah, it's not good being good for her. You can see she's sliming everywhere. Sanku, it is your turn. Oh, she also takes 3 bleed damage.
Yay.
Sanku, it is your turn. You have a giant aqueous orb. You have your friends. Treon's down, and Ozzy's taking a sit. What do you do?
I don't actually know how Aqueous Orb
Okay, so you can
pushes
spend
people.
as many actions as you like to move Aqueous Orb, and when you have your Aqueous Orb up, it can move people with it. So one action will move it 5 feet. You could spend 3 actions and just drag him back into the center, and he would then have to take another action, getting back out, and then you can
And what if I
push him
did
back
that,
in.
though? But, what if I did that? What if I did push him back into the center?
Sure,
Like,
fucking
what
could.
if? Okay, I'm gonna do that, then. I'm gonna push this man back in.
Okay. So, you just do that, and the orb is going to, it's gonna... So, are you gonna spend all 3 actions pushing him in?
Yeah, I think so.
Or, okay, well in this case, if you don't spend an action sustaining title grasp, you won't still keep grasping Gelly. But then, on your shoulder, Lolo says, now Sanku, remember, the ultimate tool of any witch. Remember how to sustain without thinking about it. Focus, Sanku. Focus on your cackle.
Oh god, I forgot about cackling.
Sanku, you giggle, you cackle, and you raise a hand with one hand, and you continue title ringing Gelly. Make me another spell attack roll.
Oh god.
Yeah, 38. Oh my god, wait, a 38. I think that's a crit. Which means that they're immobilized. They literally can do nothing except try to escape on their next turn. And that's with one hand for a free action. Then you turn and look over your shoulder, and you move the Aqueous Orb slowly but surely, swallowing up Samsu and pulling it along. And he's like, ah! And you shove him, bum, 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 into the middle of the fucking coral again. And he takes 6 damage. He's in the middle again, and he has to escape to do anything.
Finger heart.
Chuchi, it is your turn.
It is.
Samsu is in the middle of this horrible thing, and Gelly is over down at the bottom, being title grasped. What do you do?
That hurts me too, right?
Well, it would if you didn't have your leap.
Right! I do have leap and I'm immune to...
You can literally jump through all of it.
Chuji... I'm so sorry, Samsu, you're just closer. Chuji's gonna hop onto the coral.
Literally standing on the coral.
Literally standing on it, like on their tippy toes.
You are outside of the bubble, just about.
Yes.
And that takes 1 action to get up to them. And you see
Perfect.
Samsu inside the bubble, looking at you like, what the fuck? You have 2 actions out. What do you do?
They give Samsu a big ol' grin. And you're gonna 2 action 1 inch punch. 34?
That's a hit. Roll damage.
25 damage.
Very nice. Chuji, you deck the fuck out of Samsu, and he is not looking good. Masami, it is your turn. Like I said, he's not looking good. What do? You've also Yelly down there, but she's also looking really bad.
I think at this point, Masami's probably just gonna keep, like, lobbing spells, because they don't want to get into the coral.
Yeah, I mean, it'll hurt. You don't want to get into the coral.
Yeah.
Like, Chuchi can tiptoe on the coral, you can't.
Yeah, they can climb on walls, but there aren't many walls anywhere, so, you know. Okay. They're going to cast Electric Arc on, Samsu, who is in water.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a plus. I'm gonna do a -2 on his save. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright.
Which is really bad. For people who are not Pathfinder 2 players, anytime I say a plus or minus anything, just consider it like double what it would be in 5e. When I say a +2 or a -2, that's like a 4 in D&D. So let's see. Reflex saving throw. Oh, fucking no.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fail. It would have been a success, except he's underwater. Roll that damage.
That's 21 damage.
Yeah, okay, he takes that damage. He's looking really fucking bad. You have 2 actions left. One of them has to be to stride or step, or also to strike. What do?
I think what they're going to do is they're going to run towards the middle of the arena, so that way they have range of both Gelly and Samsu.
Okay.
And they're going to whale Samsu with a Foxfire. This time this Foxfire is electric, because I have that.
Oh shit, okay, go for it. You create a ball of Kitsune electricity and zap it towards him. Make that attack roll.
Foxfire is going to be a -5.
And if this hits, this is benefit from Arcane Cascade.
Ooh, that is a miss.
Unfortunately, yeah, that is going to be a miss. No bueno. You feel a little sick after what happened earlier, so I don't think you're focusing very well. But that's you. Trion is down. Ozzy's not doing shit. Samsu is going to spend an action trying to get out of the Aqueous Orb by rolling athletics. He's trying to swim out of there. That is a move action. He does get out, but that is a move action, Chuji.
Ha 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 ha. Kill. I'm standing still. I'd say 31.
That's a hit, lol.
That's 25 more damage.
Okay. And as he's swimming out of the Aqueous Orb, he does have to move through 3 spaces of fucking horror because you were blocking his exit, Chuji. Meaning that he is going to take 9 damage. He's not looking good. He is then going to try to shoot at you, Masami. So he has to make a roll 1d4 to see if he hits you. Okay, that's a 1. He has his eye on the real Masami, but let's see if he's able to hit you.
No.
That's a critical. That's a not 1. Oh dear.
Oh man.
His fucking crossbow explodes. He's gonna take 1d6 fire damage. He goes, oh, come on.
So Masami still has like all 3 of their clones, and I think for a second they all like turn into Masami's laughing shadow.
Samsu's very annoyed. He's gonna shoot with his other one at you just because he's pissed. Let's see if he's able to hit you one more time. Roll 1d4. Can he hit the real Masami? Holy shit, he has been accurately pointing at you. That's another 1, so he's gonna hit
a sniper,
you.
so
Let's see if he can hit you. 37
37, that actually hits. That actually got him.
21 damage as Pachoo laser right into you.
Okay, hang on a minute. No, I'm still good.
You've got 8 HP left. I can see that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Gelly. Oh, and also Samsu takes another 2 fucking damage. Wow, their saves against this fire has not been good. Gelly's turn. Gelly's not making the same mistake twice. Gelly's going to try to break out with athletics. Wait, no, they can't. They don't have athletics. They're untrained. They're going to try to break out with their fist. Punch away the fucking stuff. Not 1. They can't. That is the end of their turn. Gelly's like, look, go me! There's water everywhere! Ugh. Do you know how bad this feels as a jelly person? Zach, it's your turn. Do you know how bad it is as a jelly person? Also, they take 6 damage.
I don't know, but the thing is that it's just a little too bad. Anyways, I'm going to, I think I'm just gonna continue using Tidal Rings on Gelly, and then I think I'm gonna cast Spout.
Okay, go for it.
Killing Raging.
Are you casting Stout on Gelly?
Yeah. I need a...
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's a
would normally be a success, but because they are immobilized, that's going to be a failure. Roll damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you're just spewing water at them. They can't do anything about it.
22.
22 down to Gelly. They are not looking good. Gelly is barely holding on. Shuji, it's your turn. Come on now, son. Samsu is near being KO'd. You can see that he is really, really bad. And dear sweet Gelly is also doing pretty bad. And also it's fine. What do? You got 3 actions.
I know that this isn't like a move, but I just think it'd be so funny. I think it'd be just so funny if Judy jumped down, like, in like a wrestling move type of way, and dropped down their elbow on Samsu.
Yeah, you can fucking do that. Unarmed attacks, man. Go for it.
Dude. Okay, I can just roll my regular strike, is that?
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yes! Okay. However many actions that is, I'll take it. That's a fucking 42.
No, it's fine. That's 1 hit. That's 42. That's gonna be a crit, dude. Roll damage.
44 damage.
You're fucking kidding me. He had 42 HP left. Shuji, you jump out and you ground pound him. And something goes, oh! And then he's KO beneath you. And you still have 1 action. You're right next to Ozzy, and Ozzy looks at you and says, why are you doing this?
Glory!
You have 1 action left, Chuji. What do you do?
Chuji is going to, or can it be on top of the coral since she's in the coral?
Yes, absolutely.
Sick. Chuji is going to take a big old leap. Probably hits the floor first before they get up to the other coral stack, but they're going to stand on top of the coral stack behind Gilly, just like they did with Samsu.
Okay.
And
right,
I think they look down when they get there and they're like, hey, are you sure those tournaments you won weren't beauty pageants or something?
They were. Masami, it's your turn. Poor sweet Gelly, most innocent creature of the galaxy. Gelly who has done no wrong. Gelly who has 39 HP left. What do you do?
So Masami is going to flank Gelly. Right
Gelly
up
with
in
big,
her
teary,
face.
chilly eyes.
Oh man. They hold up their sword and they give Gelly an apologetic grin like, sorry hun, but we're gonna need those feathers. And spell strike electric arc.
Okay, go for it.
Now
Why are you sad about this?
I love Gelly. That is going to be a hit, even though it's they're flat-footed, so that is going to be a hit.
Okay. Now this is the attack that Masami actually doesn't want to do, not because they're sick, but because they feel bad.
14 damage from your sword.
Yeah.
Including sneak attack, and roll me your electric arc damage.
It's a 21.
21 plus 14, that is 35. Masami, you cleave into Gelly, and she lets out a shriek and explodes, turning to pieces.
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
And-
that's a lot.
You have killed her. You have killed Gelly.
I have not.
Do you feel good about it?
Do you feel good about killing Gelly?
This is the one fight Masami does not feel good about.
Don't worry, you see the slime kind of wiggling and wobbling on the floor.
Coming back through, yeah. It's like,
She feels great.
oh man,
I
sorry.
will be entirely honest with you. Guys, I thought you were going to get your ass kicked at the start of that fight. When you were all like almost immediately half HP, I was like, ooh, that's not good.
No.
I think I'm going to win this fight.
No, like
and then you stole it back from me.
I saw the tell for me was the entire team going first. And then us.
Yeah.
And you won anyway, you from the jaws of defeat.
Dice will roll will return after these messages.
Greetings, adventurers. Royari-san Sarnax here, swashbuckler, sword saint, and style icon. Today I come to you with a very special message from our sponsors for this episode, the magnificent body mancers at Manscaped. Darlings, your balls will thank you when you buy their products like the Lawnmower 4.0, Crop Preserver, or even the ear and nose hair trimmer, the Weed Whacker. As someone who always wants to look their very best, no matter my state of dress, products like these make my life so much easier, and Manscaped really does get the job done exceptionally well. So come one, come all, use code DICEWILLROLL for 20% off, as well as free shipping at manscaped.com. That's code DICEWILLROLL, all one word.
We now return to Dice Will Roll.
You have all won. Sumsu, Gelly, and Trion all lie groaning in pain on the floor. Well, you guys are all kind of gathering yourselves, and Elsie looks around and says, "Such a waste. There's no point in any of this. You know, there's no point in fighting ever. Peace is the only way forward. I don't know why they don't ever listen to me."
I mean, you're kind of in a fighting tournament, so peace really isn't the only way forward. So hey, hand over those 2 feathers, would ya?
Ozzy sighs and says, "Enforcers, would you please give them the feathers?" And Hikari and the other enforcer smile as they approach and give you, Chuji, 2 more feathers. Add that to your sheet, please.
Hey!
You're at 5 out of 10, not too bad. Sumsu slowly starts rousing himself. He kind of looks at you guys and is like, "Whew. Y'all are pretty strong, huh?"
Yep.
Little bit.
Looks like you picked the wrong fight.
Gelly has finally pulled themselves back together, and they're like, "Guys, I don't want to do any more fighting tournaments. I liked the pageants. Can we go back to Brotetta?" And Trion, who's pulled themselves together, is like, "Okay, you got us. We're not a fighting team. We hired Sumsu to do the fighting for us. But we sure gave you a run for your money, huh?" They kind of grin as they pull themselves up.
You did. I'm in pain.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
just
it'll be fine. I just need to heal.
I've hurt worse.
you did give us a run, but word of advice: try to gauge your enemy first before you flash out that speed.
Trion smiles and says, "Maybe I will." They hold up their 1 silver feather and says, "Okay, guess we gotta be careful with this, huh? Hey, we'll see you in the final round."
If you're lucky.
They kind of look around and says, Ozzy kind of picks all 3 of them up and says, "Well, we'll leave you all to your own devices. Good luck, you savage barbarians. I hope you enjoyed beating the crap out of other fleshlings."
It's a fighting tournament, Ozzy. It's what we do.
I love beating the shit out of other fleshlings.
Sumsu tilts his hat and says, "You all do your best now. You've certainly earned it after putting us through the ringer." Trion salutes and says, "And make sure to gauge your enemies too. Remember, never judge a holodeck by its cover."
What's a holodeck?
Kelly is like, "Oh, I feel sick." And she blobs up some of herself.
Oh dear.
And with that, they all leave with their enforcer. And Tanizaki Hikari hops over, and she's like, "That was really impressive."
Thank you.
I think Masami's stretching and cracking their neck and going, "Wow, I could use another nap." Ugh.
It's okay. I'm gonna start concentrating so I can heal everybody. I'm kidding. I'm gonna focus the real way.
But hey, now we have 5 feathers. And then they pull it out and they're grinning and they're holding it in front of their face and wagging it around.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Hikari nods and says, "That is good, but we must remember that you could lose those feathers as easily as you gained them. Don't be too hasty. Remember, you need to hold on to them until the final day."
Right. I mean, technically,
Gigi, don't you dare bet all our feathers. I don't like that you're not responding to that.
I'm not. What were you saying, Hikari?
Well, that aside, I think we should start preparing to explore Danger Island. Once you've all healed up, we should probably be ready to go.
Huh? Catch us up, big boy.
Okay, so the way that this works, Danger Island is split into a number of hexes. You know, hexagons.
Oh, is this exploration?
It takes some... It is exploration, and I'm very happy about it. It takes a little bit of time to explore a hex. Certain things will take certain time, etc., etc. You have a total of 32 hex actions per day. Now, those hex actions can be spent on a number of exploration things. Traveling uses one hexploration activity, but if it's through a particularly difficult terrain, like a forest or mountains, it might take 2 actions. Or a really difficult terrain, like a swamp or like a chasm, might take 3 actions. Okay? Then another thing you can do is to reconnoiter. Which is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Reconnoiter? That might be it. Either way, point is, you would survey and explore a specific area, getting the lay of the lands and trying to figure out what's in it. It takes 1 action for open terrain, 2 actions for difficult terrain, and 3 actions for greater difficult terrain. Engaging in a match will take you 2 exploration activities. And healing to full HP would normally, I would have said, taken 2 exploration activities, but because Sanku has Hex Focus, I'm going to say it only takes 1. So, to recap, you have 32 actions in the day. I will tell you how many you have and how much this thing you want to do will take. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to heal, that'll take you about half an hour, and that'll be 1 hex action. Okay?
I think that's okay because currently Masami is still near death. I'm badly
Masami
injured.
Has 8 HP.
Yeah, like we're not playing around.
I feel like if there are any sort of feats that boost my damage while I'm on low HP, should be effective for me specifically. I probably should have been a barbarian.
So, would you guys like to have spend 1 hexploration activity to heal to max?
Does that count for me? Because I don't have a lot of potions.
I know, but thankfully, Life Boost, which is Sanku's hex spell, which heals you up by quite a lot, does not actually have the positive trait, so it will heal you.
Cool. And yeah, I think that's a good use of time.
Okay, so you are now at 31 exploration activities. I'm not going to have counted that first fight into it, because it was crack-a-dawn.
Yeah.
Are you all ready to enter Danger Island? And
Hell
explore
yes.
for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright. Day 1, begin!
Woo!
Here we are. You are at your home base. Now, stuff that is in your... you could, explore the rest of your hex. You do know vaguely some stuff that is around. Because you were told that about some things that were nearby, right? You have your team base. But Hikari did let you know that stuff that was present in the same kind of hex that you are in now, which is, for reference, I think something like a half-mile square. There is a fighting ground not too far from here, which is where you fought against Tino's toughest earlier. A dock, which is how you got to the island in the first place. And there is something which Hikari has elusively called a stone market, which will let you buy stuff if you need it.
Yeah, probably when they start really getting out of the ruins, Trudy's like, I really wanted to check out one of those stone markets before we fight anyone else. Because you're a thing that can heal me. How many times can you do that a day? Or at least per hour?
I could do it 12 times per hour because it takes me 10 minutes to refocus, but I can do it twice when I refocus.
I still don't want to have to rely on that just in case you're far away. So hopefully those stone markets have health potions, right, Hikari?
Oh yes, they have everything. And Hikari looks very giddy when you start talking about the stone markets.
Perfect. You know where one is, right?
I do indeed. She looks ridiculously excited about this.
So you can take us there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Better to stock up than not.
That will take you another hex action. You all good with that?
Yeah, we have like 30.
Okay.
Cool.
It's fine.
Yeah, you got 30. Cool.
And that's
So,
30 per day,
you-
right?
30 per day, yes. 32 per day.
Jeez.
So
All right.
technically, you have a total of like 94 that you can do overall throughout this.
Damn. How many
I
hexes
will.
are on
I
there?
swear to God, I will make sure that we see as much of this island as physically possible.
Yeah, this island is designed so you can't see everything on your journey here.
How many hexes in total are on, like, this island?
A fucking lot.
That's a good answer.
God.
No, I'm
Doesn't have
serious,
enough.
dude. The map is more notes about what's on the map than map.
Okay, cool.
So you make your way through the jungle, and soon you find yourself standing in front of a stone market, and it's just a shitty little house made of stone.
This is the stone market.
It's the stone markets! Hikari claps her hands together. This is the worst looking house. Like, there are no windows. It's just
Judy
like
looks
a
at
bit,
Hikari
it's like a
like
fucking,
she's fucking insane.
there's a fucking block of like stone, basically, and there's a door, and there's holes for the windows, there's no glass. It looks abandoned. It looks terrible. But there is a big banner that says Stone Market, and it's like 10 feet by 10 feet.
Well, I'm going in.
I'm sure there's something else about this.
Yeah, it doesn't look too fucking promising, does it?
Well, you guys make your way inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go inside. And it's quiet. It's cold. It's dark. And there's nothing in here. The only thing in this room are several, like, windows that are, like, covered with wooden shutters. Like, there's, like, 5 or 6 of them on the, like, back wall. There's nothing in here.
Dude, what gives?
Hikari's like, it's about 7 a.m. I would just wait a minute more, and then one of the wooden doors kind of swings open. And then another one does. And another one does. And then, kind of leaning through all of them, are several vendors. And you're like, what the fuck? Because there's definitely, like, this is not a big building.
Uh-huh.
And that's when you look over their shoulders. And you see what's behind these vendors. A bustling city!
Whoa.
Not just any bustling city, a bustling city that you all recognize.
Uh-huh.
The metropolis of Goka.
Oh, shit!
Masami does a double take. They look through and they're like, oh, the market's from... Wait, what?
What?
Chuji, you're seeing
And
this...
Hikari just looks so... Hikari looks so excited. As these vendors, like, they're, like, yawning, and they're stretching through these doors, and they're putting, like, signs like, potions bought here! Purchase your magic weapons here! We buy gemstones! And Hikari points and says, so the Church of Abadar has paid for several portals that lead from here to the markets in Goka.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Holy
So you
shit.
You have all of the markets of Goka at your fingertips.
Oh.
Pretty cool, right?
My,
That is really cool.
I can see why you're excited about this. Damn. Chuji, how long has it been?
Too long.
You have you have like shops for like basically everything. Like there's a good few of these little stone doors, and they're all like they're not like right, you know, spaced out evenly. Like there'll be one in the top corner, one like below it, etc. Because people can just kind of look through. They're like little peepholes basically into different shops. So, what kind of stuff are you guys looking to buy?
Chuji's looking specifically for health potions.
Are you going to the store that says Joba Jomut's Potions?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Chuji does a little knock on the door.
Yeah, well, there's a guy. He's big. He is, like, they're, like, wearing, baggy, like, a big baggy kimono. They're black with, like, beads woven in, like, from, into their, like, afro. They're kind of, like, they're very muscular. And they've got, like, a MILF build, or maybe a DILF build? It's hard to really tell. Probably intentionally. They are very androgynous in a way that, like, they are exaggerating both characteristics of guy and gal. And this person, who is a half-elf, by the way, kind of like grins out, and they say, "Well, hi there, friend. How can I help you today on Danger Island? You looking to buy some potions?"
Yeah, actually,
Well, then you've come to the right place. My name is Joba Jahamut. I am so happy to be your server today. What can I get you, my friend?
Joba, nice to meet you. I am in the market for health potions. I need 'em real
Potions,
bad.
huh?
Yep.
Potions I have to heal your body and your soul. Let me see. What kind are you looking for? Healing? Major healing? Super major healing? Cherry
can I get-
flavored?
You got cherry flavored? Fuck.
I have cherry flavored. I have lemon flavored. I have peafowl flavored. That's one that's not very popular around here, but hey.
Got any grapes? Got any grape flavor?
Grapes? No, that's gross. I'm just
Fuck
kidding. I
you.
got plenty of grapes. What do you want?
Alright. Can I actually get a price check on those potions?
Yeah, for sure, my friend. Now, let's see. For a set of potions. You want the best stuff I've got in stock?
Fuck, I'll take it if it works. I'm not infinitely rich, I'm an adventurer.
Well, how about I set you up with some elixirs of life? After all, the audience has informed Derry quite loudly that healing potions don't actually work on Dampiers, but a set of elixirs of life, oh yes, those will get you going. And he pulls out like several purple flasks.
All of them for 400?
400 each, my friend.
Oh!
Although, if you have other things, I'm willing to barter.
They look through their bag.
I got this thing. And they pull out the Phylactery of Faithfulness. Not really my business or kind of deal.
Huh. A real genuine Auroran Phylactery of Faithfulness. Well, I'm not going to get any use from this, but I know some people who will. Tell you what, I'll give you 2 healing potions for this thing.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
Sweet. You trade hands. The Phylactery of Faithfulness is taken from your inventory, and you add 2 greater healing potions to yours. And Joba smiles and says, "Now you make sure to always ask for Joba when you're buying potions, my friend. I'll take care of you. What's your team's name?"
Oh, Radiant Winds. I'm Shuji.
Chuji, hey? Well, you know what? I've just decided. I think you guys are gonna win the Ruby Phoenix tournament.
I think you're right, buddy.
So, how about this? I'm gonna keep selling you my potions for the greatest price possible. And you're gonna go out there and win, huh?
You got it.
Keep it up, my
yeah?
friends.
Handshake on it?
She reaches forward and shakes your hands. Says, "I'm looking forward to seeing more of you guys in the future."
Huh? Have fun seeing us at the top.
And he kind of grins and pulls back, and he starts, shouting on his shoulder, "Genuine Phylactery of Faithfulness from an Auroran temple on Danger Island." There's other stuff, but do any of you want to buy anything in particular? Because you can come back to these anytime.
Not particularly. I don't really need anything.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah.
You look around, and Lola looks at you and says, "Perhaps together we'll be able to buy something another time, Sanku. But now, let's wait and bide our time. What about you, friend Masami? Are you willing to buy something from this elusive market?"
I was actually thinking about something, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure this place has like a weapons shop portal, right?
Yeah, there's actually an armory over in the bottom left corner. They're kind of looking up. They've got their swords and stuff. It's a grumpy-looking Nagaji, which is like a kind of snake person. And they look a little bored. What do you do?
Sami rolls up to them and goes, hey.
Yes. How can I be of service?
I'm looking for any kind of ranged weapon.
Perhaps I could interest you in some shurikens.
You could definitely use something like that.
Or perhaps some... a bow and arrow of some sort?
What about anything that
Maybe
has like a
some.
reach?
A reach, you say?
Yeah, something that is
Let's
like
see.
a reach. Magus, I need one hand free.
And I think the Nagaji now looks suitably, interested and has dipped away.
Okay.
And then they pull back out and they say,
A magus, you say?
Yeah,
And you need a hand free, perhaps?
yeah.
And I assume you would like to be able to hit things dexterously.
Generally, yeah. I more fast on my feet than strong.
Well, if that's the case, why not go for a lowly whip? Except this one.
the Nagaji pulls out like a whip, which is like almost pure white.
Is woven from the finest spider silk. You won't find a whip half as good as this anywhere else. That much I can promise you.
Ha! I see.
It has a reach of 10 feet rather than 5 feet. And on top of that, you will be able to disarm people with it, use your finesse, trip people with it. And you know it's quite uncommon. All of this I can give you for a measly 10 gold.
10. Speaking my language, I like you. They take out the 10 gold.
Yeah, sure, okay, 10 gold. So that'll cost you that. Miss Chuji and Sanku, do the two of you want to make a perception check?
Yes. Was
I
that
can
right?
make a perception check.
Okay. Chuji, as you see this money being exchanged, to yourself, you're like, there's no fucking way that a basic weapon should cost 10 gold.
Yeah. Shuji's like, whoa.
Masami, is that really a good idea?
Does Chuji say that as Masami's like taking out the gold?
Probably. It's probably a little, like a few seconds after they hear the price of it. Because they're just like standing behind Masami, probably.
I think as Masami's putting the gold in their hands, they kind of make a fist and refuse to drop the gold and go, alright, spill it. How much actually?
3 gold.
You know, I would have given a tip if you didn't try it.
But you know, you pay extra for the quality. This particular whip, like it said, it's made of spider silk. It's you pay for the craft, as you are aware.
The Nagaji looks a little panicked by you catching on.
10 gold. Just a drop in the water for a would-be Ruby Phoenix champion, right?
Sounds like baloney.
Possibly. I don't know. Might need a little more convincing for that 7 as they only drop 3. Better go fast. I'm pulling back the hand.
I think he's thinking. He's trying to figure out what to say to you.
For your time and your keen eye, I will throw in a second free weapon.
And he pulls up a pair of kurosagama, which are like 2 kama with a chain in the middle.
Another reach weapon, yes, but unlike your whip, it will have higher damage, though you will need to wield it with both hands. But perhaps sometimes that trade-off will be worth it, don't you think?
And you'll give me that for the extra 7.
Normally it's much more, but since you and I have an understanding, he says, clearly not wanting to be caught on this. Like, he does not want to be that guy who tried to cheat a Ruby Phoenix tournament person.
They look at Chuji for a second.
They shrug.
Fine. They drop the extra 7.
All right.
I think once they turn away from the shop owner, they go to Chuji and says, "All right, if you ever see Hiroshi, this interaction never happened. He will not let me live it down." I told you how strict of a teacher that man can be.
Yeah. I'm not a snitch.
Deal.
Okay.
What's happening?
Masami's got a sick new weapon.
Oh, cool.
You walk out into the jungle, and Hikari says, "One more thing, by the way. It was really early today, so, we didn't see anyone else. But usually, these stone markets will probably be hotspots of other challengers. Most of them might not be looking for a fight, but you might be able to get gossip from either them or the people who are present about other challengers. Help you scope out the competition."
Love gossip.
Do love gossip. We'll keep that in mind.
You leave the place. And you now have 30 hex actions left and a whole island to explore. You can, at the moment, your northwest... well, if you went directly to the west, you would end up in the ocean. So don't do that. However, you can go in any other direction. Northwest, north, east... all the other directions except directly west. So, where are you guys headed? What direction will you move? I will say you are in the jungle, so long as you stay in the jungle, moving will take 2 hex actions. Are you actively seeking out people to fight, or are you more waiting for them to jump you?
I think it's not so much that they're looking for people to fight. I think they're just keeping their eye out for other people, period.
Okay. Cool. Well, what I'll do is that means every time you enter a new hex, I will roll a d8. And if I get an 8, that means someone's gonna find you.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So, which direction are you all going to move? You do have a map, so you know that there are teleportation towers around that you can go to teleport anywhere else on the map. There's also just jungle all around, and who knows what you'll discover as you travel.
Mm-hmm. There's probably a lot of people in the jungle. Let's be real. There's no reason they wouldn't put just a ton of people in here so they would bump into each other. So... You can see the gears turning in Chuji's head.
Maybe I kind of do want to check out how those teleportation places work. Just to get the lay of the land,
Probably be a good idea considering we want some sort of knowledge advantage.
Yeah. So let's check one out.
Alright.
I know they're neutral ground, but...
Still, if we get...
Knowing won't hurt.
If we're able to teleport to anywhere that can either get us more feathers or a good area to rest.
Exactly.
Okay. So, on your map, it says that there is a teleportation tower to the north. Do you want to go check it out that way?
Yes.
Okay. So you spend 2 actions making your way through the difficult jungle, and you are now at 28 actions left. However, thanks to the map, you do know where to find this tower, and after a little while, you come up to it. And you know what? These towers are pretty. It is like a tall, narrow pagoda, and it has like a main chamber on the ground floor with 4 hallways, each terminating in a magical gate that seems to connect to another tower. The rest of each tower rises 100 or so feet in the air, making it simple to spot the nearest tower from anywhere on the island. So, you get in here. Hikari smiles and says, "Well, check your maps, and I'll have details for how to teleport to any of them in particular. Where would you like to go?" And I let you guys point at the map and choose where. There is one at the very top of the island, one in the middle top of the island, one in the slap bang middle of the island, and there's one in the east of the island. You guys are currently in the west.
Kind of don't want to go to the watery one.
What's wrong with the one by the lakes, Chuji?
Hate that shit.
Language!
Fuck. I say we either go to the one in the middle or the one to the east.
The one in the middle will be slap bang in the center. Perhaps we'll find stuff all around.
True.
It will be slap bang in the center.
It also does look like there's a bunch of different terrain there, so...
Yes.
Perhaps
Should
we'll
we?
be able to escape all the jungle, which has made it so hard for us to travel already.
Alright, let's go.
You enter into one of the hallways, and then when you... It's not like there's not like a flash, there's no zoop. You just keep walking, and then you're walking out of the hallway, and you're in another tower.
Oh.
You, felt warm for a second, and that was about it. And Lolo's like, incredible! The marvels of technology! And Hikari says, this is actually an ancient automaton thing, from the empire that once called this place home. Ancient magic, still working to this day.
Huh, pretty cool.
So, you are now in the center of the island. You could reconnoiter this place. It would only take you one action, and you would find out if there was anything near the tower, or you could keep moving. It's up to you.
I think they should scope out the tower.
Okay, you're going to spend half an hour just checking out to see if there's anything around here?
If that's okay with everyone, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
chosen.
Okay. Yeah, you look, but unfortunately, you don't actually find anything particularly interesting within the half-mile square. Looks like this place is just a tower. But you didn't waste too long looking, so it's all good. The late morning sun is high in the air. What direction are you all gonna head? You're currently, this tower is kind of like in an open plain by a river, not in the jungle like you were a little while ago, although the jungle is on the horizon. You can go in any cardinal direction. So, where to?
North, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Northeast or northwest? Because that's the way hexes work. You kind of have to choose diagonally.
I like this silly little mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to go to the northwest?
Yes.
Okay, that takes you one action. And I roll to see... Oh! Well, as you're moving, I want you all to roll me a d32.
Okay.
And we will randomly select a team to encounter you, because by golly, you found one. Who's gonna roll this d32?
Oh, I thought it was all of us.
It's just one, but it can be you, because you are the only one who's rolled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, go ahead.
Okay, sure, take it. I rolled a 32.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
You know what? That actually lines up perfectly with the timeline that we have going for the amount of actions you spent. There are pre-recorded events, and you did just hit the number you needed for this to happen anyway.
Oh.
As you're all walking through, you guys see another group on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everyone freezes when you see them. Because they are enforcers. It's a group of enforcers who seem to be traveling.
Oh.
But at the very front of the line is the enforcer captain. He is a hobgoblin man. He's got scars over his face, thick black eyebrows, and he actually has kind of bushy sideburns.
Mutton chop.
Two fangs come out of his mouth, and he is dressed in high-ranking enforcer clothes. However, Sanku, you don't really mind that much. But Chuji and Masami, both of you recognize this man for two very different reasons. Chuji, you freeze because you know who that is.
Yeah.
You saw it 10 years ago. This man was a finalist in the previous Ruby Phoenix tournament, but not through fair play. Because 10 years ago, the previous Ruby Phoenix tournament was sabotaged by cheaters who were intending to win it through foul play with the help of an organization known as the Golden League, a greedy criminal organization, the scum of the underworld, the Pathfinder Yakuza. This man was a member of that organization, and he fought on behalf of them to get into the finals, and could have ruined the sanctity of the Ruby Phoenix tournament had he not been stopped by the Ultimate Champions. But that's not why you recognize him, Masami. Because Masami, when he sees you, his eyes widen and he grins.
Huh. Takahara. Masami Takahara, right? You're Hiroshi's kid. What are you doing here?
Oh boy. Hey, how's it going?
And Masami, Gunwai, the Hobgoblin Enforcer, former member of the Golden League, the Pathfinder Yakuza, is a close friend of your father, Hiroshi Takahara, also a member of the Golden League.
This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Marshall Mowbray, Cerisa, Ferric Falcon, Luis Loza, Vaughn Sims, Alexander Criswell, May Cohen, Skyly, Blurst Hellion, Kendra West, Ren, Genuinely Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Zuhrin Wald, Ball Punyon, Johnny the Catman, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillin Shark, Fearin, Glitch HD, Jace Snooks, Zenith Drums, Josh Heathcote, Thorbjorn, Introduction, Sophia Varela, G. Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Sarah B., Seth, Ravona Darkglow, Delore, Kiera, Lichalope, Gizmo, Matthew, Cass, Faybell Mickleduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C., Natasha Lee Lumley, Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kentrick, Triceratops, Grey Kitsune, Anna Maria, Roxy, Jordan, Cynical Spinstress, Emmeline Laderna, John the Bookhoarder, SS66 Seeker, Dame Valerie III, and a special thanks to the patrons with characters in this episode: Threon by Kiera, Gelly by Transgirl Trish, Samsu of No Clan by Sean C., Ozzy by Rhiannon C., Joba Johamut by Johnny the Catman, Tanizaki Hikari by Anna Maria. If you want to see what you can get for your support, visit patreon.com/dicewillroll and help us keep it rolling.